Learning foreign language. So we'll be talking about learning foreign language. We all know foreign language is a language outside your mother language. But for this discussion is particularly to those living in abroad, living in a country where there is a language barrier, where the country have made it mandatory that you must speak the language. The language is everything. You want to go to offices, you want to read your letters, you want to go to school, you want to do little things like shopping, everything that is needed to do in that country is with the language. So this discussion is for those people who are in such countries. Let's look at the benefits of learning this language. One of the benefits is that it helps you to make content. It helps you to make new friends. It helps you to mingle. Another importance of this language or benefit of this language is that you gain respect through the language. You become recognized through the language. Most importantly, you can communicate and interact with other people through the language. And you can also gain job opportunity with the language. There are a lot of benefits or advantages when you learn foreign language or the language of the country where you are. Learning foreign language is not easy. It is very difficult to learn another man's language. But in a situation where the country have made it mandatory, compulsory that you learn the language, that without the language you can't do anything, you have to learn it. You have to learn it. So how do I go about learning this language? I will talk from my own experience here. Number one is to show interest in the language. Show interest. When you have interest in the language, then you can learn it. Most especially for those that have language difficulties like me. I'm not good in learning language, but I have to develop interest because it is a must where I am to learn the language. Without the language, I can't do anything. Step is to be determined to learn the language. Be determined to learn the language. Because when you learn the language, you are helping yourself to grow. You can represent yourself anywhere you go. You don't need anybody to interpret for you. You do the interpretations for yourself. Even letters, when you have letters at home, you don't need to look for someone to help you read the letters. You do the reading with the little you know yourself to interpret them. When you have, for those that have children, for example, you have parents-teachers meeting. Instead of you looking for someone to represent you, you go there yourself and represent yourself. You also listen while they talk. You understand what they are saying and also make contribution when necessary. You have an appointment, you want to go in an office, you go by yourself. You don't need anyone. to go for you. That is why it is very good to learn the language that is being spoken in the country that you are. That is where you are staying. That is where you are living. That is where you get your ends means. Why not learn the language? Why not learn the language? To give you a balance in the country that you are. Just as I have said, how do you go about learning this language? Show interest. Show interest. Yes, it is hard, but don't alarm it that it is too hard. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it, and if we do better. Show interest. Be determined. Start learning from ABCD. Start learning from 1, 2, 3, 4. Because that is the first stage. To be able to know the 1, 2, 3 and to be able to read the alphabets. Then from there you start learning how to form words with it. Then to learning how to form sentences with it. Start from somewhere. Look for a school near you and go and register today and start learning how to speak the language of the country that you are. Don't say it is too hard. Don't say I cannot do it. Because when you say so, you'll be demotivated. It will bring your interest very low. You don't need that. You need motivation. Mingle with people that will encourage you to learn the language. Don't mingle with people that will bring you down. Don't make you see reason not to learn the language. If you don't know it, don't give up. Don't give up. Keep on learning till you know enough that you can represent yourself. Don't rush over it. Don't rush over it. You are not competing with anyone. You are not trying to be better than anyone. You are helping yourself grow. So if you don't know it, it's not the end of your life. Keep on learning. Keep on learning till you know it enough to represent yourself. Till you know enough to use for your day-to-day living in that country. Go learn the language. Go learn the language. Start from somewhere. Start from the beginning. And don't give up. Be focused. And look for people that will motivate you. Stay around people that will motivate you to go for the language, to learn the language. Those that will encourage you, not those that will bring you down. Start it today. Start it now. Look for a school near you. Register and start from somewhere. One love.